Right. Someday I'll figure it out. Today is not that day. Hello. Welcome to yet another soothing Saturday with Pepper Plays. We are currently in our third Saturday of playing Rimworld,
Yep.
correct?
Yep.
It is a survival simulator?
Yeah, it's a colony
A colony.
sim.
And I did it again. Sorry.
What did you do?
Used the wrong keys.
Then don't use the keys. Don't use the
Thanks.
arrows.
I
Stay
know.
away from the arrows.
Thanks. You're super helpful, but not
My
really.
favorite is you say you know and then you do it anyway.
Oh, okay. I didn't do it at all last week.
It's true, you didn't. Just
Hmm.
the week before and the week before and this week.
No, this is the third one, so I did it the first day.
Okay, Miss Literal.
Well, you're making me sound like I'm incompetent. I am not. I
I'm not
forget
making
things.
anyone sound like anything.
Hmm. You're saucy today. I don't know about you.
I'll sauce you.
Hey, that's inappropriate. Okay, so now I have this. Is this all our resources here to the left of
Like on your screen?
on my screen? I wasn't there last time.
It was.
Oh, I just didn't pay attention to it.
Yeah.
I-
There are a couple ways you can organize it.
Okay,
In the bottom right corner, you'll see a bunch of little icons.
right.
The icon in the top right is categorized mode. If you want to click that, so that there's a little green check mark.
Oh, I like that better.
It'll collapse all of your stuff. And so if you need to look at anything, you can click on the little arrow
Okay,
and it'll
right on.
break down the list and show you what you got.
Thank you. I like that better.
Yeah. So we got Sandra off hunting alpacas.
That's what she's
Just killed
doing.
another one. Yep.
Hunting alpaca. What's Lloyd up to? Researching? Oh, consuming
Lloyd
is
is
eating.
faffing about.
It says he's consuming a simple meal.
As he's going home to
TJ
eat.
is researching.
TJ is researching.
That's
Currently,
his...
we are researching watermill generators.
Well, that's good. So Lloyd is TJ's son, right?
Well, let's see what it says. Yeah, Lloyd is TJ's son.
What is that? Dog hair. Oh, Sandra's coming back with a dead alpaca. Taking care of business. So what did she drop off in the fridge?
So this is, again, goes back to this idea of how the pawns stack up their actions.
Okay.
And so she has to complete the action she was doing, which was hauling the alpaca to the freezer before she can start her next action, which was
butchering
the
Got it. Okay.
thing.
Alpaca.
Yeah.
Got it.
So our next step, once we get more power, because we'll build some windmill or some water mill generators, will be to set up our bedrooms so that they have a little more cooling power.
Okay.
Because apparently this summer is going to be hot.
Oh.
Because it's 8 in the morning and it's 82 degrees out. And people don't like that. They get grumpy if they sleep in the heat.
So what's this gift coming off of her right now?
She is praying. She's meditating.
How do we... Oh, okay. I'm meditating.
And I don't know if you noticed, but TJ just successfully trained that alpaca.
Oh, fun.
Now we have a 12-year-old female alpaca.
Oh, she's coming into our fold there. What's this tinny doing? Got a question mark. Theodora?
It's a tiny.
Tiny?
Tiny? Tiny?
Oh, well.
Nothing. He was just a visitor.
Oh.
The little question mark means you can trade with him,
Oh, right on.
and so we could sell some stuff to him. We could buy stuff from him, but like individual people are very rarely carrying anything of note.
Right.
And so we'll get caravans that come through, and they're more important.
Oh, so then I guess I should create a space for the alpaca to sleep?
Yeah.
Okay. That's an under architect?
Yeah.
Furniture? Animal bed. What should
I wouldn't build an animal bed because that requires cloth, and we don't have any cloth yet.
Oh.
Well, I guess you could make it out of like plains leather, but we don't want to. We want to save the plains leather.
So animal sleeping spot?
So just make an animal sleeping spot. Yeah.
Well, I had a nice spot for the donkey. Where should I put the alpaca over here?
I almost always put animals in people's rooms.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Can I relocate
that's
their
just me.
spot?
Yeah, you can just delete them and then make a new one. Build a copy before you delete it, and then put them where you want it, and delete the ones
right on.
that you don't want. Because the other thing we should probably do, now that we have so much wood, is build...
How do I delete the existing copy?
Oh, you have to deconstruct it.
Oh, okay.
Weird. Does it just go away? Yeah, it just goes away. That's weird. And they just built another one. So you have to so you have a building thing on your cursor. You need to clear your cursor. No, you didn't.
Oh, what do I do?
Just right click. Oh, yeah, you just made another one.
Oh. Well, I thought I had deconstruct.
And now you can go deconstruct them. You have to be careful with using the deconstruct order, because you run the risk of like accidentally deconstructing like the walls.
Sure.
So it's easier just to click on the spots and click deconstruct from that menu,
Oh, I understand.
Like very rarely do I deconstruct things using the deconstruct order. I usually just click on them and then click deconstruct.
Well, so that's what I did.
Deconstruct those two things. Yep, there's the one. There's the other. Sweet.
Okay.
So now let's build some furniture, because furniture makes people happy.
Okay.
For their bedrooms. So why don't you build a nightstand and a dresser?
So an end table?
End table, yeah.
Out of wood?
Yep.
Oh, how do I can't see. Oh, well, this is... Never mind.
Just move your camera.
I got it.
And you only need one nightstand.
There are 2 people sleeping in that bedroom. They need a nightstand each.
Okay. And then build each of them a dresser. And you can rotate the dresser by pressing E, I believe. Saving.
Oh, parts. Took my dresser away. Oh, not there. Is that good?
Yeah.
Okay, Sandra and TJ are sleeping. Lloyd is still researching. What's the alpaca named? What's her name?
The alpaca currently does not have a name. It is Alpaca 1.
Well, that's
so you could rename the alpaca.
How do I do that?
If you click the alpaca and click the training tab,
okay.
The rename animal is at the top of that thing.
Is it? Oh,
yep.
Okay.
It's a little like it doesn't look like a renaming thing, but it's
right. I see it. What shall we call the alpaca?
What do you want to call the alpaca?
Yes.
Susie Q.
No. Um, that, what's something good from I started rewatching Marvel movies in the actual timeline, not the Marvel Cinematic Universe timeline, but the timeline of each movie. Does that make sense?
Yep.
Yeah, the movie timeline. And so far, I'm to the first Iron Man, about halfway through the first Iron Man movie. So I've already watched Captain America, the First Avenger, and then this morning I watched Captain Marvel, and I started watching Iron Man. What's a good Marvel? Well, who's your favorite Avenger? Isn't it Captain America?
Who's my favorite Avenger? Oh
Yeah.
God.
Spider-Man?
Spider-Man's pretty cool. Boy, that's a tough call.
I will name the...
I mean, does Deadpool is sort of an Avenger?
He's an
Not really.
X-Men. I'm not naming
It's
the
the same
llama.
universe.
Not naming the llama Deadpool. Gonna name her Wanda. I think that's appropriate.
There we go.
What's Lloyd up to? Cutting down trees?
Oh, he's harvesting some berries.
TJ
Just because
must
they
be
were
eating.
berries.
Sandra's still snoozing.
TJ is cooking.
So yeah, I started. Well, we've also been watching WandaVision. So
Yes.
we just watched Friday's episode last night. It certainly is interesting. Everyone has their own theories. But I think after this last episode, we all see that whatever that head honcho guy is up to, nefarious things. Right?
Very nefarious.
Such a great word, nefarious. I am drinking some super yummy strong Earl Grey tea by a company called Tea Pigs. And yes, I think I purchased the tea because it was called Tea Pigs. Don't judge me. It's really good.
Tea Pigs?
Yeah, Tea Pigs. Teapigs. Tea Pigs. All one word. It's great. I like it. Because I like Earl Grey and I like it strong. It's delicious. I needed some more caffeine today to ferry me through the evils of lady business. Oh, the llama and Yahoo and Wanda are sleeping.
Yes, they are. Hey! We have finished our
researching
windmill generator research. So now you want to click the research screen.
Okay.
And decide what our next research is going to be.
So where the windmill was on the far side?
It was in the middle-ish.
The watermill, sorry.
Yeah.
Solar panels?
Solar panels are not a bad idea.
Batteries?
Solar panels are restricted by batteries, though.
Oh, we need batteries?
So we probably need batteries first.
Geothermal power, that sounds important too.
We will absolutely get geothermal power sooner rather than later.
Okay, so batteries?
Yeah, so right now I think because our research is going a little bit slower, we want to be able to build solar panels and batteries for our greenhouse.
Right.
Because the heat lamp or the growing lamp requires 2,800 watts of power.
Mm-hmm.
And as a reference, our current wood generator is generating 1,000 watts of power.
Oh.
So we need a good amount of power to
So what do I do?
be able to grow things. So click on battery.
Okay.
And then click on research down the bottom left.
In progress. Then click off.
Yep, then you can just close the window. But so now we want to build at least one more
Grow area?
generator.
Oh, well, sure.
Because we need to get some cool air going in our main spaces.
Okay, so where do I, over here maybe?
No, so we just researched water mill generators. So the water mill generators need to be by the water.
Okay, so what do I do?
So what do you think you do?
Go to architect, power, water mill generator. Click on that.
And
whoa, that's huge.
And then it is pretty big, and it's a little awkward.
So I got to put it up here.
It can pretty much fit anywhere.
Well, I don't want to put it because the grow zones are right there.
It can butt up against the grow zone.
Am I supposed to put it in the water? I'm confused.
So let me finish talking. So the white box is where the actual generator is going to sit.
Okay.
The green larger box, like the very large box, is the portion that has to be inside the water.
So I have to rotate it, is what you're saying.
Yeah, so it's like that's where you want to keep the actual water. If any part of it is red, it means you're not in a good enough spot. And so you need to make sure that the little small rectangle is in the water and the little white square is not in the water, because it's a water mill. So it's it's a big spinning
So when
wheel.
everything is green and or white, it's a good place.
Yeah.
So that's a good place.
Yeah.
Okay, now what do I do?
Now we need to run power to it. So if you still have the power tab, you still have the power tab open?
I do.
So you want to click on power conduits.
Okay.
And you just want to draw a line, just go straight to the right, down through the outside edge of the cooler.
No.
All the way down to the corner.
What am I not doing?
I don't know, what are you not doing? You have to start on a space where there isn't anything. You can't start on a space that you've already started.
Well, that's dumb. Why is it going the wrong way?
Because you don't have anything connected to it.
Well, oh, there it goes.
And remember, you're going to the pointer, not to the object on your pointer.
Saving.
Saving. Oh, you're going to have to go back to the thing.
Farts.
And so you need to draw a line straight down from your conduit there to the edge.
Yeah.
Yep. And then you just need to connect that line with the current blue line.
How do I do that?
You just draw a straight line.
Oh, but I thought I wasn't supposed to have things outside.
It doesn't matter. You just put half of that outside.
Is that good?
Yep. Because you just need to connect it to the grid.
Right on.
Otherwise, we'll just have this generator out here not doing anything.
Now
The
what?
next thing we should probably set up is a little bit of mining.
Okay.
So mining is important because it's our only way to generate components, which
Okay.
is the third drop-down menu on the left on your resources tabs. The third one, which is manufactured items.
Okay.
Which is where you store your components, and components are used to build basically all the important stuff.
Right.
Heaters, coolers, generators. A lot of the crafting stations require them.
Mm-hmm.
Very important.
Okay.
It is important though to try to conserve them because there's a finite number you can find on your map.
Okay.
So we started with 30. We were able to deconstruct, I think, a bit of spacecraft, which gave us some. And then right above our base, there's a little smidgen of compacted machinery, which is that sort of brown spot inside of this mountain.
Okay. Compacted machinery. Okay. So what do I need to do?
And so you just want to click on it, and you just want to click mine. And it'll set up in the queue for someone to go mine that.
Oh, right on.
And then you can see that there's a little smidgen of next to it as well. So we want to select that one too and mine that out. And then for a little bit of easier mining, if you look to sort of the upper part of that little cliff area, there's all of this stuff, and this is all compacted steel. And it's like wood for metal objects. So it's the base component. And the easiest way to do that, because you never just want to mine one or two, is go to your orders and then click mine and then just sort of draw a box.
Where are the orders?
Everything is under architect.
What do I click? Mine?
Yep.
And
then just draw a box.
Like that?
Yep. And they'll mine out all of that compacted steel.
That's just easier than individual, right?
Yeah, it's just faster.
Should we do anything about these ibex rams?
You can hunt them if you want to, but it's safer to hunt the alpacas and the deer.
They're not aggressive, are they?
The ibexes aren't inherently aggressive, but they do always have a 2% chance to become aggressive.
Right on.
As opposed to the deer and the alpacas, which don't.
Right.
And that little pack of alpacas is still sort of next to the base. Although I guess the deer are closer. Well, it's a lot of deer.
Well, there's the two that are wandering closer, and there should be more at the top. What was that noise?
TJ is no longer inspired.
Uh-oh. What does that mean?
He was just working. I think he was working faster or moving faster.
Oh, there's
When
more way at the top. Sorry.
More what?
Deer.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, there's a bunch of them, like up slightly up and to the left.
Oh, I see them
There
over across the river.
7 of them. Yeah.
And there's two more wandering on top of this.
Those are not deer.
I told you, those are the ibex rams.
I know, but I wasn't talking about those. I was talking about the deer.
Oh, okay, right. They're not the same.
They are not the same. There are a ton of ibexes. Yeah, they're all up on the top, though.
Yeah.
In little groups.
Yeah, there's some here, some over here. What are those? A ship chunk?
Ship chunks are important because we get steel and components from them.
So what should I do?
So if you want to do that, click it and just click deconstruct, and then someone will wander out here at some point, take it apart, and we'll get steel. There's another one directly to the right as well. These are the things that have a chance during the entire gameplay to just sort of appear. They'll fall out of the sky, and
Oh, right on.
we'll get some resources out of them.
Sounds good.
It's the easiest way for us to get components sort of mid-game.
Right on.
Because there'll come a point in our research, once we can get up to fabrication, which is pretty far up there, then we can make our own components.
Mm-hmm.
But like fabrication, like if you open up the research screen, like to get to fabrication, we have to do smithing, machining, gunsmithing, blowback operation. Oh no, I guess we only technically have to do microelectronics.
Where is it?
Is way to the right. You can use the mouse wheel to advance the
right on.
thing. So I guess technically we only have to go through microelectronics, but
Oh, right.
it's annoying because it means we have to get to because microelectronics lets us build the high-tech research bench, which requires something fancy to build, and then we have to build research and then build a multi-analyzer, which takes like gold and something else fancy. And then we can research fabrication, and then we have to build a fabrication bench, which requires advanced components, which we either have to buy or find.
Ionics.
And then we can start making
bionics, neuroscience.
So this is actually an add-on that I downloaded, and it allows us to create the bionics and surgery tab.
So like the Borg.
Sort of, a little less.
A little less evil. We must assimilate.
More like cyberpunk.
Augment.
So it's just body replacement. Parts.
Augmentation.
Yeah.
Which is actually kind of like the book I'm reading / listening to Sleep in a Sea of Stars. So good. I'm almost done. So good. It's so good. But so I can't remember. So it definitely takes place in future, like the year, I think it's like 22. Like not so like we're in the year 2021. This is like in the year 2221. So, after we're dead and fertilizer for a while, But they talk about having implants and overlays, so like contact lenses that you just that's how you access the internet, is through contact lenses.
Saving.
And science fiction like that, I feel is not that far-fetched. That seems feasible.
I mean, they've already done that to a certain degree.
Right.
Considering 200 years in the future, that's actually almost seems like old tech at that point.
Right. But hey man, I am of that generation and mind that Terminator can totally happen. Skynet could happen. You laugh all you want. It could happen. It is not that far-fetched anymore.
No, it wasn't far-fetched when they made it.
Wasn't.
It all just depends on how fast we develop AI.
I remember a time when you were like, I don't need a smartphone. I like my little keyboard phone. That's just all I need. I'm fine.
Well, it's because I was at a point, and this is true, where I was always within reach of my computer. And now that's become less and less true. Especially as data has become a lot easier to get access to.
It's true.
Because back then, surfing the internet was painful on your phone.
Oh, absolutely. I never did it. I never did it. Very rarely, if ever, did I use my phone for the internet. When I had just the sliding with the keypad.
Yeah. And now it's almost required.
Well, and now we don't even have an actual physical keypad anymore. Like that. What was the leap for that?
Oh man, we gotta get.
What do we have to do?
Making sure no one's getting heat stroke.
Uh-oh. Okay, how? Why? I don't do good with Celsius. Can I change it to?
Oh yeah, it's under the settings.
Where?
Under options. You can either hit escape or push the little hamburger option in the bottom right corner.
Options.
Go to options. It's right in the middle, down a couple. Temperature mode.
Yes, I'm going to put it at Kelvin. I don't even know Kelvin. We're not familiar with one another.
Kelvin and Celsius are the same. It changes where 0 is.
Oh.
Because in the Kelvin scale, 0 Kelvin is absolute 0. Which in the Celsius scale is -272, something like that.
I'm good.
372. I don't know.
280 fan. Let's go.
Jesus, 280 fan.
165 fan? Is that better?
It's more realistic.
Name that show. Name that show.
Yes,
You know what show that is.
I do.
We like that show.
We do.
It's the Great British Bake Off, or the Great British Baking Show, whichever version you're watching or enjoy. D, all of the above. You know what I like about it the most? That they're all so nice to each other.
Yeah.
Because if that wasn't the case, I wouldn't watch it. Because I'm telling you, I don't even know why I'm still watching it. And actually, I'm probably taking a break because I'm on this Marvel kick. And I would like to thank my friend Jocelyn for that happening. Anyway.
Even though we've had access to a Disney Plus account for the last,
right?
I don't know, 6 months.
Thanks, Jocelyn. Now I'm in like my own little Marvel universe. Anyway, but I have been watching that HGTV show, Love It or List It, and the only reason I want to watch it is because I like watching renovating shows and seeing where things start and the progress and how they end up. But that show is just awful.
It's so bad.
Awful, awful, awful. Because of the manufactured drama. Like, it's crap. Like, I've just been using the word like a lot, but just awful, awful, awful. and it's gotten worse. Like, and it's not a show I think that's was ever meant to be binge watched at all, because like the first couple of seasons, at least the designer gal Hillary had a nice little sidekick designer gal, and they were kind of fun, happy together. And then all of a sudden, I think in like the third season or something, they added this kind of a jerk of a contractor, and I'm like, who is this idiot? And he's not stupid. That's not what I mean at all. Like, but I like the dynamic between her and the other gal. And it's like, did we need another man in this show? Why is there another man in this show? Why isn't there another woman? Because the realtor's a dude. And I think they would all be fine if they weren't so catty with each other. Like, it's just so manufactured and fake and bleh.
A bad show.
Bad. It's a bad show. But I think it would be better if they were very much more of the Great British Baking Show. Like that kind of fun-loving, humorous, encouraging one another. And it's like, because they're even pitting the spouse and the partners, the spouses against one another. Like one of them wants to stay in the house. One of them wants to move. And then they go to the first house when they're looking at houses, and the spouse that doesn't want to move is like, this is garbage. We have this in our house. And I'm like, oh my Lord, stop. Just stop. And if one more home show has someone on there that walks into a room and looks at the paint color and goes, oh, well, this is a bit orange, you can change it. That makes me crazy. Like cosmetic stuff, when someone complains and they're looking at a house and they complain about cosmetic stuff, like, dude, you can change that. It's easy. Those are my rants.
So, because it's getting hot and it's still only the 4th of Juggist, we should probably
get some AC.
Craft. Yeah, we'll get to that point, but I think we should make some dusters and cowboy hats.
Oh, right on. So
that will increase their affinity for the heat.
So what, production? Recreation?
So you have to go to the wooden electric Taylor bench that we built.
Oh, right on. Okay. Oh.
Click on bills. And then you would want to add bill.
Right on. Oh, make cowboy hat.
We want to make cowboy hats and dusters. You need to make 3 of each.
Okay. Add bill.
Yep.
And Anything else?
May not have enough for dusters, but that's okay.
So, anything else?
I don't think so. I think that's okay.
They never built the chair for that bench, or is that just the way it looks? Savings.
That isn't a chair. It's the placement where the person has to stand.
Oh, right on.
Which is why you can't like put it up against the wall because the person has to go somewhere.
They never finished moving the pool table.
Because they haven't built the pool table yet.
Oh.
Because we're missing cloth.
Oh, right on.
Right now our cotton is 63% grown.
I also now have a realtor friend. Actually, I have a couple realtor friends, but one of my friends just became a realtor. I mean, in California, but you know. But yeah, love it or list it can just hose off. Like I'd rather, like at least in the property, and the other thing that makes me just that shows ridiculous is that I feel that she spends way too much money on stuff that you don't need to spend money on.
Well, but that's true of every one of those shows.
But not necessarily like in the Property Brothers. A lot of times they scale things back if some travesty arises, like there's a leak in the foundation, they have to come in and dig it all out and seal it and whatever. Like, and they ate up their contingency and then some more into the budget. Like they work and adapt as they go. And not that she doesn't, but she just cuts out whole things. Like, oh no, we're not going to do that. We don't have the money for that. But you do. Like you have $75,000 and you don't have the... And it's not because I don't know how expensive stuff is. I absolutely know how expensive stuff is. And I know that sometimes high-end stuff, like, is not necessary. In my opinion. I don't need to spend whatever on fancy silk or satin draperies when I'd rather have a nicer stove and oven. Right?
Yes.
You get what I'm saying, don't you?
I do.
Well, that's because we're of the same.
But these are also the people that buy the $4,000 fridge.
Right?
In the $6,000 range. Like, come on.
Like, there are really nice ranges out there that aren't $6,000. That work excellent and are not $6,000. Like, it's one thing if you're like a chef or like, or do you know what I mean? Like the caliber of cooking. Like we do not, you and I, even though we enjoy cooking together and that's kind of like our thing that we do together, we do not need a $6,000 range.
No. No, we do not.
But we're also not like stuff people.
Nope.
I mean, like, when we had to buy a new fridge that first time after you broke our fridge in Gillette. Me. You broke the fridge in Gillette? We bought roughly the exact same refrigerator because we didn't, even though there are super fancy refrigerators out there that tell you when you need milk, like, dude, just open the door. You can see for yourself if you need milk. You don't need the fridge to tell you. You don't need a smart speaker to tell you to buy eggs. Do you? I mean, I'm asking you too, because I'm talking about
I don't know. Do you?
I don't.
Maybe someone does. They wouldn't make them if people didn't buy them.
I know. I don't know. Nope. No smart speaker for me. Well, you don't like them either.
No.
Why don't you like smart speakers?
I mean, I would never use them because I don't like speakers in general. Like, very rarely do I even use the speakers on my computer.
Well, you usually use your headphones.
Yeah. Plus, I don't need some company listening in on me all the time.
Right? That's the part that creeps me out. Do we need to hunt more? Are we running low on meat?
We're not, but it wouldn't be a bad idea to stock up.
I thought I marked all those alpacas for hunting.
No, I only marked like 3 or 4.
Where'd they go? Oh, they're up here now.
There are 3 alpacas left.
Do we need a male alpaca to make?
I mean, if we want to breed alpacas, we do need a male alpaca.
Okay, well let's. How do I? Oh, I need to tame one of them, right?
Yeah.
So he's marked for taming.
And then we can probably hunt this whole pack of deer. Herd of deer.
Do you want me to kill the other 2 alpacas?
That's up to you.
Ugh. I don't have the stomach for it right now. Where'd they go? Oh, up here? The deer? Is that a turkey?
The deers. It is a turkey.
What did I just...
Research complete.
Oh. So we researched the battery?
Yeah. So now we want solar panels.
I appreciate the book page noises. That's fun. Should we kill this turkey?
You can. I generally don't kill small critters because they just don't provide enough meat to justify the amount of time it takes to do it. But that's me. Well, I guess you get 54 meat out of it. Well, maybe I've been thinking about this wrong.
What? Should I hunt the turkey?
If you want to. I think the deer are more important right now.
Okay.
There she goes.
She's on it already?
Our elite predator.
Man, she don't waste no time. Oh, Lloyd's mining. I'm like, Lloyd, what are you doing, man?
Beating his head against the rocks.
But anyway, we were talking about home improvement shows and why I don't like Lover Listed. Well, you don't like it either, so.
Oh, this show is garbage. I've always thought that.
But I've been just watching home improvement shows because they just offer a level of I don't have to necessarily pay attention all the time. And sometimes that's better.
What is it, Zero?
She's still chewing on her bone?
No, she's like nosing me and I don't know why.
Probably because she wants Isabel's bone. Which is usually the case.
Yours is right there. Go get it.
But I want Isabel's
get your bone.
better. Oh, she got a deer.
Yep. Shot off its jaw.
All right then. That's amazing. Okay, so we did the batteries. How do we update the cooling? Don't we need to do that?
Yeah, we do. We can build. So this is first off. This is going to depend on how we want to set up more bedrooms, because one cooler can cool 3 bedrooms. Saving. And so it depends on how we want to set up future bedrooms.
Well, what's wrong with the way we have this set up? Uh-oh. Raid, Covenant of Kaka.
They're pretty aggressive, huh?
A group of tribespeople from Covenant of Kaka have arrived nearby. They will prepare for a while, then attack. Prepare a defense or attack them preemptively. Where?
We're being attacked by a 51-year-old penitent. She grew up as a vengeful child.
Her
and
name
as an
is
adult,
Bat.
she was a hearth tender. Her name is Tona Baka, aka Bat.
What? What?
She's incapable of caring. She has a burning passion for crafting and cooking.
She's naked.
And she will beat the crap out of anyone
She's naked.
With her melee of 10, she is also completely naked except for a granite club.
That's how I like to go about life, you know, just naked with my granite club. Can often find me hanging out downstairs like that. All right then. So just this one person?
Yep. Are they attacking right away? No, they're preparing. So she'll sort of wander around up there for a while so we can sort of ignore her until she attacks.
Oh, she's all the way up there.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, I think it's funny. Should I think it's funny?
I don't know.
Yes, I should. Ooh, pardon me.
We should build, speaking of bedrooms, we should build more bedrooms because if we ever want to like capture someone to make them part of the colony, we need a bedroom to put them in.
Hey, thanks, Aaron, for another like.
We also need to build a hospital at some point.
So we're building more bedrooms for what?
I feel like I'm talking to myself sometimes.
Well, sometimes you are. I got distracted by the noise. God. Ugh.
So at some point we need to build a hospital so that if people get injured, we have somewhere to put them.
Okay.
Also, if we ever want to capture people to either release them or to convert them to our colony, we need a prisoner room or an extra bedroom that we can turn into a prisoner room.
Okay, so where do you think is a good place to put the hospital?
That's up to you.
Like the infirmary?
Yeah.
Probably should be close to what? For when I knuckle sandwich Diva, he needs a hospital. Maybe. Why so violent? What's the weather like up there, over there, in the west? Cold? Was it just on pause?
Yeah, well, because I don't know what you were doing.
Oh, well, I was thinking about where to put the hospital. Should it be close to resources, or does that matter?
It doesn't really matter. It's more about the aesthetic.
Is it?
Yep.
Above freezing. Wow, they're having a heat wave.
Oh, that's what it's supposed to be here on like Wednesday.
Structure, that's what I want, right?
Yeah.
Wall. Wooden, still building wood.
Yep. Oh no, it's supposed to be 48 on Wednesday.
How big do I need to make this?
The infirmary?
Yeah.
I mean, it doesn't need to be bigger than a bedroom because we're not going to put furniture in it. We just put beds in it.
So like 5? 5 by...
Like, just make it the same size as a bedroom.
I don't remember what I made the bedrooms.
Well, you can look. Oh.
I don't want to look. What's happening?
Okay.
They started their assault.
So your bedroom is 6 open spaces by 4 open spaces. So like if you were to build the walls, they would be 9 by 5, 9 by 6, 9 by 6. Where are you building this?
Why did that not build the way I wanted it to?
What were you trying to do? You have to draw lines one at a time. You cannot go over and up in one swoop.
Well, can I deconstruct this then?
Yeah, just click it, click cancel, or just go to orders and click on cancel, and you can cancel all of them.
I did that, it didn't go away.
Well, now you have the cancel icon. Before you had the wall icon.
Oh, right on. Do I have to stop and fight this crazy lady?
Well, we're paused, so you can finish this before we go fight the crazy lady.
I just need a door to the infirmary, right? I don't need a door outside. I don't want a door outside.
There you go.
Should I have 2 doors? Like in and an out door? That too can...
I don't think that the colonists are going to know the difference between an in and an out door.
Okay. So that's it?
Yep. All right. So now we want to set up for this attack.
Almost shorts weather. Hey, other Aaron. It's the Aarons. Oh, so I need to enlist?
Yeah. So grab everyone.
Okay. Draft.
And then draft them.
Where is she?
She's way up to the left. So we're not really going to worry about where she is right now. What we are going to do is I would position all of your people. If you look directly up and to the left of your base, you see this nice little outcropping of rocks.
Oh, right on.
You can use rocks as cover.
Okay.
So I would position them behind these rocks.
Did I not just do that? Thought I... Why didn't they go where I told them to?
Did you right click?
No, I left clicked. What do I do?
Right click.
There it
Ta-da.
goes.
And then you just have to remember when you select
Oh, don't I have
people
to
to start shooting, make sure you're not selecting TJ, otherwise he will
run out and stab
abandon
them?
ship and charge her. Yeah.
Stab at will, TJ.
But theoretically, we shouldn't have to do anything because once she moves into range,
In an outdoors, right? I agree, Aaron.
people will start shooting. So this is where pausing is absolutely advantageous because if you ever need to do something like...
All right, what are you doing? I was
I'm
pausing.
it.
Farts.
Sorry.
Okay.
So this is a good little setup because she's going to be walking through the water here for a little bit. So hopefully we can get her. But so the reason I wanted to pause it is when she starts getting close enough, you want to then move TJ in to intercept her before she gets in range of the shooty people. Because guns just straight up do more damage.
Where am I moving, TJ?
Nowhere yet. If she gets close enough,
Oh.
that's when you want to move TJ in to intercept her before
Right.
she gets within melee range of the shooters.
Right, because he's my melee guy.
Yeah.
Okay.
So whenever you're ready, just unpause. Spacebar is the default pause button.
What is she, like a cyborg or something? How many times has she been shot?
So this is where you want to pause and move TJ into interceptor.
Do I just knife attack? What do I do?
You can click knife attack, or you can just right click on her, and she'll move to, and he will move to attack.
Okay. Oh, well, all right then.
And he just offed her,
How?
knifed her in the face.
Where do I find that information?
Oh, she had asthma.
Oh,
Gross, we didn't want her. Yeah, TJ sliced Bat in the neck savagely. Bat died. Someone shot off her right leg.
she had congenital heart defect.
Yeah, she did. She's just falling apart.
Asthma in both lungs. She got shot in the jaw, the torso, and then he knifed her in the head.
Yeah.
But she also is suffering from heat stroke already.
Yep.
All right. Nice knowing you. Now I have to dig a grave, don't I?
Yeah, so now we need to dig a grave. So the easiest way to do it is just click on the grave that already exists, and you can build a copy.
Oh.
Otherwise, it's in miscellaneous.
Grave.
Either way works.
I can just put it right next to the other grave.
You should be able to.
Was I supposed to right click that or left click?
You're supposed to left click. Right click deselects whatever you have.
I'll figure it out eventually.
And so now the things that we want to do is you want to undraft everyone.
Okay.
And then you want to see those 3 items with X's, including the dead body.
Right.
You want to click all of those and allow people to grab them, because then the club will go into storage, the pemmican will go into the freezer, and she will be buried.
The whatakin? What's the pemmican?
Pemmican? It's food.
Okay.
It lasts a long time. It's a preserved mashed mixture of fat and plant food. Tastes bland, but not offensive. Lasts a very long time without refrigeration. Great for traveling.
Sounds awesome.
And then when you're ready, you can unpause.
Oh, right on.
Remembering that the keyboard shortcut for pause is spacebar.
So pause and unpause is the same?
Yep.
That was exciting.
And it's important to have something to do.
Goodies! What is that? Rovavex Guartros?
Yep.
You pronounce that.
No, I think you got it.
Rurovex
I think that is absolutely correct.
Guartros stash of goodies. What is that?
So
Chief
it's a quest.
Oh, right on. Glitter World Medicine times 20.
That's actually really good.
Chief of Kinship of what? Dararama has informed us of a collection of valuable items worth $1,000 not far from us. The collection consists of whatever that Glitter World.
So Glitter World medicine is the highest quality medicine.
Okay.
So it goes herbal medicine.
2 man-hunting cats are wandering nearby, and there may be an unknown threat. Are we doing this?
Probably not.
Okay.
But you can jump to item stash, and it'll jump you to the map, the world map, and show you where it is in relation to us.
Where are we?
Our colony is the light blue house.
Oh.
And so the easiest way to figure out like how far away it is in the bottom right corner. There's a little like Google Map icon looking thing.
Bottom right corner?
Yeah.
Oh, right on.
If you click that, it'll give you a little map marker on your pointer.
Okay.
You right click on where you want to go. Like you just right click to connect the 2 points, and it'll tell you at the bottom roughly how long it'll take.
So this light blue house in the middle, that's where we are?
Yeah.
Estimated travel almost a day.
Yeah, 0.7 days.
Forage.
So it's interesting to know, because that means that it would take about a day and a half to get there, do what we wanted to do, and get back. Which is almost worth it. But...
Oh, no, that's wrong. I had the pointer in the wrong. Sorry. No, it's almost 2 days travel.
You have more than one thing selected.
Oh, how do I unselect?
You just have to click on the thing in the bottom corner again. Or hit escape.
Yeah. Oh, well, that's weird. Okay. Yeah.
So, fun thing. We have 25 days to decide if we want to do that.
Oh, okay. How do I go back?
Just hit escape. Or click the world button in the bottom right.
Copy. Okay. They bury her yet? No, not yet.
Oh, they're building. And then don't forget to floor it up. And then build some beds. But everyone's going to bed.
Okay. What?
We don't do indoors and outdoors.
What am I doing? Oh, what kind of what? Oh, in and outdoors. I already talked about it.
Just reading your comment.